and gentlemen, boys and girls, Poppies fans, wherever you may be, to Latimer Park. It is the start of the Jim LeMazieri era, as we have the team news. You can see it on the screen. From the Poppies, Billy Johnson, who will be suspended for Saturday, does start in goal tonight. Lewis White returns to the starting lineup, as does Dan Jarvis. Gary Storer still only fit enough for the bench. Kieran Dawes, who did make his debut against Mickleover, is on the bench. Harry Riley, youngster Noel Shackleton and Will Mellors-Blair make up the bench. The referee looks at his watch, looks at his other watch, and blows his whistle, and away we go. Nuneaton get us underway, putting the ball on the floor and trying to run through the middle of Kettering immediately. They get pushed out to the right-hand side. Brought down by the number 2, cut out by Dan Jarvis, returning to the squad after injury. Gideon Akito, who's been brought back by Jim LeMazieri and has actually started to play some very good football. Gideon Akito will have a chance. That ball didn't really bounce in that spot over there. As again, the ball's up in the air. No one's really brought the ball down. Here they go, and there's a chance here. 1-on-1. Chance! He's missed it. Well, I was just about to call the goal. Bennett manages to receive the ball, gets it into Jarvis. Jarvis over to the left-hand side. He's going to be forced backwards to Akito. Akito into Dawson. Dawson back to Toseland. This is the longest spell of possession that the Poppies have had so far. Langmead, left-footed, over to Akito. Akito into Sharp. Sharp back out to Akito, just inside the Nuneaton half on the left-hand side. Sharp turns, goes back to Langmead. Langmead to his left to Ben Toseland. Toseland to Jarvis. Jarvis to Toseland. Toseland back to Jarvis, out to Akito. Good touch from him to keep it in play. Shrugs off his man and tries to look forward. Closed down by Bennett. Long kick looking for Lita again. Headed away by Langmead. Miller goes down. Referee says no, and Jarvis dummies it, gets it to Miller. Miller plays it through to Sam Bennett on the left-hand side. Bennett may have a shot. He does have a shot. Puts it low. Bounce. Good save by the goalkeeper. Bounce just in front of him. Pushed it wide as well. But it's back to Scott. Scott to Lewis White. Bursting through the middle, Lewis White now. Lays it off to Miller. Back heel. Lewis White going. Good challenge. Very good challenge by the Nuneaton backline. And they get it away. Try and counter-attack, but straight to the feet of Dan Jarvis. Jarvis into the feet of Miller. Gets it back to Jarvis. Jarvis lofts it through to Miller. Lofts it back through to Jarvis. Headed away. But Nuneaton can try and counter-attack through the middle. Here they come forward with the captain. Looking for the run of Leroy Lita on the left-hand side. The number 8 for Nuneaton. Still going, cutting inside. Good challenge, but it falls back to the number 6. Left-footed ball in. Free header! Goal at the back post. It's the number 9, Owen Assini. It was a good challenge by the Poppies right first of all, but it fell back to the number 6, Scott McManus, who lofted a ball in. And the number 9, Assini, was free at the back post to head past Billy Johnson. Chance, though, for Kettering to get forward is with Jarvis. Jarvis twisting and turning, might use Akito. He does. Akito on the left-hand side. Puts it down the line looking for Luca Miller. Miller turns between two, is fouled, and Dan Jarvis wanted a advantage there. As Tom Scott looks the one who's lining the ball up. And Reece Sharp's the one who puts his hand in the air, though. Reece Sharp is the one who takes it, lofts it towards the back post over the top of Hugh Dawson at the back post, and Nuneaton will try and counter-attack. Good, no, it's not a good challenge from Kettering. He didn't get his foot on the ball there, and here come Nuneaton looking for a counter-attack, looking for the run of number 9, Gideon Akito. Does really well to stab the ball back to Billy Johnson, who clears away. Here come Nuneaton again, though. That was, one touch from a Poppy throw, and Nuneaton have the ball and again have a lot of time and space on it. Over to the left-hand side on the halfway line. Back to Roturner. Roturner to the goalkeeper, Jezif. Has a lot of time on this and then dispatches long forward. Lewis White wins the header well, and Luca Miller wants to get there. He does win it, but it's kept him playing. Nuneaton clear it long. And away come Nuneaton again. Oh, chance here, Leroy Lita. Wonderful challenge, Gideon Akito. Then a good sliding recovery challenge from Kelvin Langman. And away come Nuneaton again through the middle of the park. Right hand side it is. Cameron McWilliams on the halfway line. Back to Nyrenold. on the halfway line. Oh, he goes through 2 Kettering players there, and then goes past Akito, who'll get an advantage. Still going, the number 5, puts one in low. Good defending initially by Dawson, and then a shot coming is blocked by Tosland. Then the 4 plays out to the 6 on the left-hand side. Point to the penalty area, back in. Little interplay here, chance maybe for the number 9 to get another goal. Blocked that time by Tom Scott, falls back to him again. Good challenge by Nuneaton to keep the ball, and here's a chance into Leroy Lita. Touch, turn, straight into the hands of Billy Johnson. And it is a corner for the visitors. In it comes, lofted towards the back post to the number 6. Headed back and a volley, chance for Nuneaton. It has gone in. Who's claiming it? It looks like the number 9, is it, who's claiming it again? Well, we'll have to re-look at the footage because I don't know how really that ended up in the back of the net. It was a sort of headed back by the number 6, McManus. The 11, Chettle, really sort of scuffed a ball goalwards, and it bobbled around a few times, and the number 9, Orsini, is going to claim it. And this should be an uncontested drop ball for Kettering because Kettering had possession and were looking to attack.
It will be.
And the game was stopped for a Nuneaton benefit, and away we go with a uncontested drop ball. What was the point in that? As it was an uncontested drop ball, Tosland put it into the penalty area and the referee just blew his whistle. You might as well have just blown it before the ball was back in play, if you ask me, but doesn't detract away from what has been not a great first half from the Poppies. 2-0 down, and certainly 2 preventable goals. Referee checking with assistants and goalkeepers, and we're pretty much ready to get underway. At a cold Latimer Park, away we go. Jarvis back to Langmead. Langmead, ball's given straight away. And here come Nuneaton on the right hand side. Hustling and bustling. Here comes Tosland bursting forward. Still Tosland. Out to Lewis White, who's the man on the right hand side. Lays it back to Tom Scott. Tom Scott now bursting forward. Lays it off to Jarvis. Jarvis lofts one in. Headed away by Nuneaton, and will be kept in play on the far side, and away come Nuneaton. Jarvis into Miller. Miller out to Tom Scott, who wants the overlap of White. He does overlap, but Tom Scott leaves it in the end, lofts it in towards the back post. Header by Bennett into the ground and sort of away from Daniel Joseph, but close enough that it took one bounce and he collected it easily. Kettering have got a chance to put a long throw in with Reece Sharp on the right hand side of the attack. They take it short actually to Dan Jarvis. Jarvis back to Sharp. Sharp back on his left foot to Jarvis. Jarvis takes a touch and needs to distribute. He doesn't. In fact, he does well, bursting towards the byline. Lofts it in. Back post. Header! Oh, into the hands of the goalkeeper. It was Langmead at the back post. Nuneaton get another chance to come forward. Good stop that from Sharp. He's scrambling to get it and he can't, and there's a chance here in Leroy Lita. It's through on goal. It's 1-on-1. Leroy Lita, heavy touch, allows Johnson to come out, and a good save at his feet, but Lita still has the ball. Should shoot, does shoot. Poppies have had some in the second half though. Sharp now with a chance to put the ball in the area from the free kick. It's a bit flat and it's easily dealt with, but comes out to Miller. Good touch from him. Oh, wonderful. Gets past 1, gets past 2, left footed. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper, and then gets up and keeps it from going for a corner. He plays it out to White under pressure. Into Scott. Scott looking for Miller. Good touch from him. Good touch from Luca Miller. Comes away and just panicked a little bit there. He had a lot more time than I think he thought. And Butterfield is still not right, although he plays the ball. And Nuneaton have a chance to burst forward. Laid towards the number 9 for a hat-trick. Left-footed ball. Great block by Langmead. He's not to know, but the linesman's flag had gone up anyway. Storer, that's Nuneaton Storer, that is. Gary Storer on the bench today for the Poppies. Plays a wonderful ball through, but well watched by Dawson, who comes away with it into the feet of Miller. Miller plays it through to Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett has a touch and shoots, well blocked by the number 5. Handball shout's not given. Bennett still with the ball, left-footed, blocked again. Bennett back to goal, lays it off to Scott, gets it back to Bennett, but I think Nuneaton will get away with it, although Bennett tries his hardest to stop the ball getting through, and the Nuneaton man's onside. Oh, he's offside, and he goes round Billy Johnson. Cleared away by Kettering, who looked like they were about to make a substitution, but the ball has gone to Jarvis, to Miller, and Bennett's onside, and Bennett is bearing down on goal again. Great challenge by the number 5, only as far as Scott, who shoots. Oh, he hits it well, but it goes over the bar. Dawes to Jarvis. Jarvis inside, looking for a red and black shirt forward. Wonderful ball through to Tom Scott. Takes a touch, needs to get a shot away. Oh, it's well saved by the goalkeeper, and Bennett can't get there. Kelvin Langmead does well towards Luca Miller. The Poppies looking for a double substitution. Plays it through to Bennett. Good touch from Sam Bennett. Oh, and hits high and wide. Lita plays it off Dawes, and Langmead's going to have to keep this one in, which he does. To Tom Scott, who was announced man of the match. Running infield now, and then switches it over to Sharp on the halfway line. Now that looks like a more of an attacking front line from Kettering, although the ball still doesn't get to any of them. Headed away to Scott. Scott to Miller. Miller to Dawes. Dawes needs an option. He cuts inside, left-footed, lofts it in. It's going to be straight to the goalkeeper. Dawes into Scott. Scott has found a pocket of space. Puts a ball in towards the back post. The goalkeeper claims fairly easily. Storer clips on forward. Up into the air, away by Roe Turner. And Mancinelli doesn't get a chance to hit the ball because that's full time. And the new era for the Poppies starts with a 2-0 loss at Latimer Park.